not bad. Still good. Still up there. You're still doing pretty well. And then all of a sudden we've gone to what? 13, 15, 14. And we saw through, I think it was Vascu on screen, just feet up, head down, not really saying much. No one spoke to one another. And I want to see what happens when you're on the other end of the spectrum. At GLL, you were riding on a high. You were up there at the top of the table. You were doing fantastic. You were showing it off. At the start of today, you were showing it off. You were doing bloody good. And now things are starting to get a bit more difficult. I want to see player already. This could be... yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit awkward.
Imagine getting ADS by the mini. Sorry, hip fired. Oh, well. That's different. I can hear the players laughing. And Omakan could be the one that trips up over them. I can see Omakan actually rotating behind them. Jempty has gone down. That's interesting.
Is that by hospital? It is. So they did go through the northern Georgia Bowl side. Right next to each other. They've both gone for the same area. And I think Jeems just got out first. Yes, he did just about beat Jempty towards it. So Jeems does have a Car 98 he could switch to if he's feeling real...
Oh, what? Jimbo!
Oh. Why bother having a Car 98 when you can do that?
Incredible.
Do you remember the days we thought Break was good at spraying with a scope? Do you remember that? Do you remember we thought Break was good at aiming? Layer of safety, it's kind of nice. And we are going to see a lot of pressure. There's cars flying, it's carnage. It's on the side, and Noki is going to be laughing at that. That's a freebie.
Easy kills. Flying through the air. They'll pick them up, him and Furax. Happy to see that, and that's fine because Circle should pull away from that town center edge. Adepts, Omakan, they're all just going to be each other's doorway. This is... Swamp might be where they're ditching it. The problem is when you get there, you've got the monsters themselves. Wow. WTSG are just lurking and waiting. If anybody wants to ditch it within the swamp area, they're going to welcome them.
There, and they're going right up the road. I don't know what they're thinking. This is madness. And Sakura gonna, oh no! Oh, Sakura! This could be huge for him! Spins around, almost could convert that, but just gets out position in the end. Couldn't quite handle the additional man.
I'm surprised his teammate wasn't within there to give him a hand because that one player that did kill him didn't have a helmet on. It could have been an easy picking. Wasn't quite fast enough. And this is probably why, because the Diamond Dogs have been tapping him up from the back and kept them at bay. Lipson now bides his time. Grenades are out, hoping to try and find something. How on God's name did you find and make that one connect? Tommel says, right, time to get involved. Will easily pick up the pieces. What's left over doesn't quite connect to grab the point.
Rich
but still stays alive.
Look at that circle. It's
Send it. That won't do it, unfortunately. Adepts do go down. They lose 2 initially. The punishment keeps continuing from Unity. 2 players have to fall, and we've still got a hell of a lot of players outside. Compot's been biding his time for a while now. Free MP will come around the corner. Needs to be careful of these other 2 players that now know exactly where his position is. Can't run up side of this hill 100% clean.
Where's the comms for that?
Yeah, I'm
Where
glad
was
you
the call
touched on
from
it.
the other player to say there was someone on that hill? There must have been a real miscommunication that they even had a chance to get that. Luckily, the rest of Tornado Energy are very crisp right now, but this is a stalemate as well. Looking at the hospital is who moves first. They know WS15 are in here, and same can be said the other way around. It looks like the push is coming in and the sweep's going to come out. Is the crossfire set? Are they ready for what's coming their way? Breastco, Fex, Michael, all lining up on this one. The Diamond Dogs are trying to make their way forward as well. They're still in. They're safe here. Calvin wide in the open. That's a bit of a brave play. Nade comes out. Smoke's coming in. Going to keep them humble, keep them back. Win streak have been eliminated.
Brexico and Fex have actually gone at both of them. They did lose one, so Michael was... Excuse me. Who actually won? No, Brexico was the one who gave it up, so he had to advance forward. Bombardment comes through from the Diamond Dogs. You can hear the ringing in the ears because YMCA know what is approaching. Have to be careful. They don't overstep the boundaries or even just get caught off guard because they have this slight defilade that they can play off the back of. They know it's fragile, though, because they're going to be teams waiting time for his teammates to wander, to creep. There is a response outside the window. AKM is so deadly at that close combat range. Through the smoke we go again, but he just cannot find Kojo. Must be in the toilet behind that wall.
Yeah, Simsy's doing everything he can. If he could get it for free, he would right now. He is desperate for a coupon. See, the outskirts of this are now littered with teams. The center is only taken up by 1. We could argue Welcome South Georgia a little bit closer, but their split has not paid off very well for them as Iro got picked up. And now...
Look at this map, but to think of the topography of the map, you just... It's as if we've seen this before. You have these tiny little dips and divots that a team could be sneaking in. He knows exactly where they are. To remove them from this gives Liquid even more strength.
Oh dear, all making it across. It looks like Phantom are going to fall away from this. They might not be wanting to take that close-up fight. Welcome to South Georgia. WTSG are now going to have everyone flying towards them. Sadovnik, Krabik, Edelweiss, all there. Vard's on the run. Last man alive, he wants to find a way out of this. Gets to the car, but they're already watching it. That's not the way you want to go, and he's in danger.
How often do we see WTSG on the retreat? Oh, D sees him. Has the angle because he's up top and up high. Easy kill. WTSG's gone, 14th place. Rather unfortunate scenario for them. Fex moves back to the smoke. Shrouds himself now and hides away while players just die around him. But the bullets are coming in. People know where he is. That vehicle's rolling. Scoom is somewhere quaking.
The spirit of Scoom arrives.
Just in the distance, we know what's happened before. We'd hate to see it. We'd love to see it again, but we'd hate to see it again. T-Bone, is he in the blue? Is he surviving? Yes, he is. That's rather unfortunate. Dear. And he's dead.
Let's carry on. It looks like we are down to now about 12 teams. Going to catch up here. The East is looking busy.
360 spin.
Yeah, as you do.
Go out in style.
Fexy looks like he's about to fall. He is. I think that's TSM gone. Yes. Now, let's look at who's alive and in a good position. Let's take it back a bit. We do have the Diamond Dogs and that fight between YMCA still going on.
Grenades.
They're sending. There's pre-nades coming out. IG are there waiting on the other side. They haven't been able to pick up a quick frag, though. That's an issue. If maybe all those nades had landed, they could have slowed the roll. But now Liquid are at the door, and that's one thing you do not want. Already, James has found that place for the nade. The underhand. Pixel has to move away from the car. He knows that's now a threat.
All the utility from Inside Gaming has been committed. When we talk about lethal utility, the grenades were there and they had nothing. They needed at least one knock. They got nothing. Jimbo throws one and hits it first time. Now we come round the corner. Okay, that's a good response, but you've lost 2 players. Hold the angle, Pixel. You were a god in the last game, and this time we need you to do the same. But the onslaught, the pressure that Team Liquid are applying to this corner is difficult. The helmet's gone. Mexi's saying, nope, stuff it, just go get the job done, lads, and let's clear this one out.
Yeah, remember, in my opinion, to get Ibby up with them. A couple of flashes, bit of utility, really nice. It looks like they want to peek that ridge line as one maybe here as the push finally comes in. YMCA still holding this, though. The Diamond Dogs are really inside the building, but it looks like they may be overextended, a little too hungry for their dinner. And it's not going to work out for them as already they're down to, I think, I only see Tomel here. Here comes the push from Liquid, finally around the side, and IG fall. They looked passive, they looked outdone. I think Pixel's still standing, but it might just be Pixel.
And the reason that this is so important is that Furex are actually tapping them in the back. We know Pixel can handle himself on his own. You do have the power of Team Liquid staring. This is weird. It's wonderful to see, and it's also surprising. Speaking of surprises, Tommel pops up and instantly responds. James is there, but K-Mine actually answers the call. The rest of them now need to move. Smokes are up, gets the cover, but it is fragile. YMCA is there. Calvin's still there at range. 15 minutes and done nothing but lose players. It's been a waste of time and a waste of life. Udir with the 8 times in the mini. The Uber combo in hand.
But to be fair to YMCA, they've been taking some real names. They've been holding that side as best they can. They took down the vast majority of the Diamond Dogs, but it looks like Liquid have finally kind of posted up. Position from Calvin, that's horrible to handle. Where's the trade? It's there. Good work from Ibby. But is there now a third party from down by the swamp? This is such a horrible position, if I'm honest, for them. They're walking into like the worst scenario, and now they're picked off, but they're fighting their way out of it. Mexi takes down one. You can see the etiquette player is looking at it. He's like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Okay, there's one. Can he get the second? Spray's not bad, but it's not good enough to take down Ibby. But everyone's piling in on Liquid. They might have just spread themselves a little too thin here.
The nades just hitting the ridge, even though they're in. Edelweiss is just trying to tank him away. The res will be able to come through unless he goes any higher or it bounces in. Dead.
I guess there's a switch you have to flip at some point, and if you're Liquid, you might have to say to yourself, we got to just go and frag out. We cannot do anything from this northern position. Let's just do what we can. That's our best bet here. And yeah, maybe he is. The only thing that's too long here. This is some big plays coming out. Looking for it towards the south. Going to find it, and that's going to then sweep out the rest. Liquid have gone down in 6th, but you got to make the best of a bad situation. That might have been just one of those calls, whereas on the a bit of just a IGL's choice. 7 and Tornado Energy in the southeast. The remainder, somehow, YMCA still have a player up. I don't know how he's done it, and it looks like we might be seeing another game going towards the way of Monkey, Udir, Shiv, and Nayab, if it keeps going this way.
It would be a really good scenario for them. Top of the board, essentially removing bottom of the board. We knew the Phantoms had up there. They had control, and Exalt turned up and took it from them. All 4 players still standing going into this circle. They have the lay of the land. They have Beast here for 7. If they want any chance of winning this, they want to get it done and not wait too long. Finds his head, hits him in the neck, but the response is just instantaneous. Tizarin says, see you later. And now it's time to...
Zero clue. Now, Monkey's going to be preoccupied trying to get the res. He's hearing those shots. When does he strike? Right about now, apparently. There goes one. He's standing up, though. That's a little risky there. Back down. Okay, Blues is back. Move, Furax. You cannot stand in the blue. You got to just get forward right now. He's got to spot out Shiv. Ooh, he kept him humble, but this has opened it up now for 7. You can see that there's a bit of an issue now building on the other side. Exalt, they haven't got...
They are.
How do they find the fight? They might have to try. They might opt for one side. Just put all of their people in one place. Line them up, and apparently, Exalt are going to knock them down. Crab, because you're last man alive here for 7. It's time to go big if you can. There's not much more to be done otherwise. You know your days are numbered. You've got to fight out of this one. Gets off the helmet, but the player hits the deck. Now the rest of them swarm it. And Exalt, what a performance from these guys.
Second place coming into this. And a